So in this video, I'm going to show you how beating the YouTube algorithm becomes a whole lot easier when you understand this. Welcome to my whiteboard of YouTube knowledge where no expense has been spent whatsoever. But what it will illustrate is what I'm calling the algorithm gap. It basically shows that there are two different ways most creators think the algorithm works. One is full of myths and the other one is how the algorithm actually works as best we understand it. So let's start with some of those YouTube myths. If you ask some creators about how to beat the algorithm, they'll probably tell you stuff like uploading consistently at least once a week, higher quality videos equals higher ranking videos, optimize the metadata, the titles, descriptions, video tags, and to try and hit certain metric numbers such as a 15% click-through rate. But the truth is, the algorithm doesn't necessarily care about any of this stuff. It might look at it as one of the many signals that go into discovery of content, but it won't define the success of any of your videos. Therefore, you don't need to treat your channel like a science project in trying to beat the algorithm and go viral. And let's be clear, all of these things are good practice. Routine, a drive to improve production values, and an awareness of the YouTube metrics can all lead to being a better creator. But we've seen this time and time again with creators like Sam Sulik, who have broken all of the traditional rules of YouTube, but still went super viral. Or then there's channels like William Brown, who doesn't do any edits at all in his videos. He just sits at his desk, presses record, talks about how to make money, presses a record button again, and uploads the video to YouTube. But they're producing results like this. So if it's not fancy thumbnails, fast-paced editing, or becoming an analytics scientist that's helping these channels beat the algorithm, then what actually is it? I forgot to buy a green marker pen. It's very simple, and it can be explained with a single word when you understand that the algorithm only cares about how well you satisfy your audience. So instead of thinking about how to beat the algorithm, what you should be thinking about is how do I make videos my audience actually wants to watch? Through that, you'll do something far more valuable than beating the algorithm. You'll start to build an audience. And we have tons of proof that this is the truth behind how the algorithm actually works, from the biggest creator on the platform and the chief employee at YouTube responsible for how the algorithm behaves.
What YouTube wants is they want people to click on a video and they want to watch it. At its core, that's what it is. Essentially, by studying the algorithm, you'll learn that you're more studying human psychology, right? What do humans want to watch? What do they find enjoyable?
And so what I encourage creators to do is when they have some of these questions, they immediately kind of think about algorithm, like replace the word algorithm in their question with the word audience. That's going to give you a better answer because we're aiming to serve the audience. Go through YouTube and browse around and see what's going to make you as a viewer be interested in a particular video. It might give you more perspective.
Now you might be thinking, well, obviously I have to make videos my audience wants to watch. But what's not obvious is how to actually do it. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video and you'd be on a beach somewhere swimming in your YouTube millions. So then the question becomes, well, how do you create videos that your audience truly wants to watch? Well, it all starts with getting to know your audience deeply. Contrary to what you might think, most creators don't actually know who they're creating videos for. They might know their age, possibly their gender, and the general topic they're interested in, but they don't truly understand who these people are. This leads to something I'm going to call audience delusion, which is where you are creating videos based on what you think will do well, rather than what your audience has proven they're interested in. It's kind of like buying Christmas presents for your nephew based on the fact they're 10 years old and liked Harry Potter the last time you saw them over a year ago. Yeah, that didn't go down well. I didn't know there was a thing called Warhammer 40k. It's basically the same for your videos. If you don't know exactly what your audience likes and dislikes, and you create videos based on what you think they'll want to watch, you'll probably create videos that don't satisfy your audience. And if the audience isn't satisfied, then the algorithm isn't going to... algorithm. I just did that to troll the comments. Allegedly. So what are some easy ways to get to know your audience so you can make videos they truly want to watch? Well, we always recommend creating an ideal viewer of your channel, and you can achieve this by filling out an audience avatar worksheet. This is where you answer questions like your audience's age, gender, occupation, and their relationship status. But then you go into detail about their emotional state of mind, their pains, their desires, what their interests are, what channels they're subscribed to, and so on. And to make this relatively easy to do, we're including a simple worksheet you can fill out to get an idea of who should be watching your videos and why. It's linked in the video description, it's free, and we're not even going to ask you for your email address. Start to build relationships with your community. Treat them like your friend. You can use things like the community tab to ask questions, vote in polls, and post memes on the culture around your topic. And I would encourage you to have long discussions with your audience in the video comments. Show them that you're interested in their opinion, and wherever possible, share those comments within videos themselves. And try to establish a close group of like-minded creators. Family and friends can offer you moral support, but to really get feedback you need, you want to be communicating with people who are creators themselves and share the same passion for YouTube that you do. So we're talking Reddit, Facebook group, Discord channels. There are tons of them devoted to YouTube, including our own here at vidIQ. Or create your own and develop a mastermind group of creators who are just as obsessed about YouTube as you. But now for a word of caution. Although this will definitely help you make better videos, it does create a new problem. And that is creators then go too deep with their content and make videos too niched, which reduces their potential audience size. So to combat this, you need to make your videos appeal not only to your core audience, but also casual and new viewers. Because then you are casting a much wider net that leads to more views and subscribers. What we're talking about here is making your videos accessible, as welcoming to as many potential viewers as possible. Imagine if you decided to open a new ice cream shop in your local town, and after some research you found there was a demand for vegan ice cream. Now if when you opened your shop you decided to serve only vegan ice cream, you're going to limit your potential customer base. Whereas the smarter thing to do would be to open a normal ice cream shop where you offer both vegan and normal options so you capture both potential customers. And it's the same for your videos. Yes, you can have a speciality, a hyper niche, and you probably should do, that appeals to a very core audience. But you also need to be thinking about your casual and new viewers so that your videos have a potential to go viral, so that you're not stuck in small channel hell forever. One of the best ways to think about this is to separate your audience into 3 different types of friends. You have your best friends or core audience. These are the people that watch all of your videos, they obsess over your channel, and they engage and comment regularly. Then we have the casuals, the people that drop in every now and again to watch one of your videos. They comment here and there, but they're not the type of person to watch every video you post. And then you have the newbies, the people you've never met but are interested in your channel topic. They've never watched any of your videos and they don't know anything about you. But the potential audience is massive. These types of videos drive impressions up as YouTube shares the content out to a wider audience, but reduces click-through rate because they're new to your videos and less engaged. Now hopefully all that made sense, because you'll need to memorize it as I've run out of room on my whiteboard of YouTube knowledge. This is Andrew Milson. He makes videos about permaculture, and I'll have to be honest, I don't know what that is. When he makes videos just for his core audience on that topic, these are the kind of results he gets. These are certainly very respectable numbers, but then look at what happens when he makes a video that targets his core, casual, and new audience. Notice how these videos perform extremely well, because they appeal not only to die-hard permaculture fans, but basically anybody who's interested in gardening and self-sufficiency. And when you look at this mega viral hit, like I said, I know nothing about permaculture, but I know what the UN is, I know what the Sahara Desert is, and this whole concept just looks intriguing from a curiosity perspective. The video feels accessible, even to someone like me. Now don't feel as if you're forced to always make videos that appeal to the broadest audience possible. Sometimes you just want to dive deep into your passion with your core community, and that's cool. But do recognize that your total addressable market can increase and decrease massively depending on your video idea and how you package it. But having said all of this, there is one last important thing you need to do if you want to make videos that your audience will naturally enjoy watching. This is something relatively new that we've noticed after studying why channels like Sam Sulik and William Brown have gone so viral. And it's that people are starting to crave more real content, more stories and unedited moments that build that human connection. Now, I'm not talking about jumping on the trend where you just stop editing altogether, film everything on your phone and never write a YouTube script ever again. But what I think these channels have revealed is that there is a huge demand for more authentic content that shares creators and their true personalities. Essentially, whatever type of content you feel comfortable making, simply lean into it with more of your unique voice, quirks, and I do love to say this word, foibles. But you might be thinking, I'm awkward and I'm even more weird. Why would anybody want to watch and listen to me? And my answer to that is yes. Yes, you are weird, and yes, you are awkward, and that's a good thing. People like weird because everybody's weird. It's relatable. It shows that there's a human behind your videos and helps to build a deeper connection with your audience. So I challenge you to test this in one of your next videos. Get a little weird, add in something you would normally cut out and see how your audience responds. It's kind of why I've exposed my extreme vulnerability in this video when it comes to both my handwriting neatness and ability to spell with this flipping whiteboard. Never again. Unless you liked it, in which case, I'll do it every video. Now then, as well as all of this stuff, we've noticed a new hack that's helping creators really connect with their audiences with amazing video ideas that reach big audiences, they're really accessible, and it only takes a single click to come up with these ideas. But we thought it deserved its own video, so off you pop, and I'll see you in there.